Well, greetings, Old House fans. Here I am not in the old house, but I'm in the Pole building. And what I've done most recently is install the insulation slash vapor barrier slash heat barrier on the underside of the roof. Again, here the goal was to maintain the air gap between the metal of the roof and the underside of the purlins to which this insulation barrier is attached. The insulation material is 48 inches wide, and the span or the distance between my trusses is 46.5. So that left me a little flange on the edges of the material that I could use staples to fasten that flange or edge to the side of the trusses for a good seal. So I anticipate that I will not have a condensation problem on the underside of the metal because the material there is essentially vapor proof, meaning any humidity that is in the building and that is rising on relatively warmer air will not make contact with the metal of the roof. And because the metal is such a good conductor of heat, it would tend to get cold overnight to the point where any humidity in the building would condense and then drip down, which is not good for long-term life of the wood, etc. So it went fairly well. It actually took about 2.5 days. And I ordered 4 rolls at 100 feet, and unfortunately 3 of the rolls came up 17.5 feet short. So I was not able to actually complete the entire underside. Over on this end there are 2 sections, and each of these sections is about 16.5 feet long from the ridge to the eave. So the vendor is sending another 60 feet of the material, which I should have perhaps this weekend. Today is Saturday the 15th of April, 2023, and hopefully no later than Monday, and it could take me, excuse me, a couple of hours to get these 2 pieces installed. In any event, I've used self-drilling screws with some thin washers to help keep it up there, and plus thousands of staples. And the staples are again at the edges where the edge folds over, and I'm able to staple that edge to the side of the truss. Quite a chore. Fortunately, I have this platform. I'm about 14 feet to the eave and a little more than 18 feet at the ridge. So it was by myself, as I say, quite the task, but fortunately my platform here came in handy, and I'll use that for other things in the future. The other thing that was accomplished was the floor has been sealed. Today is the 29th day since the concrete was poured, so it is effectively cured, and later today I will actually start bringing some stuff into the building. I have nearby 900 square feet of a storage facility that I'm paying for, and this building is about 1,400 square feet. So I'll have a little left over. I've got to put a car in here. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to arrange things, but I will figure that out as this weekend progresses and I bring stuff over. I have a lot of shelving available to me in 4-foot by 2-foot sections, and they can be set up as a single section of 4 by 2, or they can be ganged where I minimize the components and get the most shelf space. And the shelving units are about 6 feet tall, so I can get 5 or 6 shelves per 2 by 4 foot section, which will give me a fair amount of acreage on the shelf. A possibility is to, on top of future living quarters here, is to build it such that it is strong enough to hold a lot of weight, and then I can put a stairs here. So I would do something along the lines of the entire 30-foot dimension this way, and then about 10 or 12 feet this way. And again, that would be the ceiling of the living quarters, and it would be the floor of a mezzanine. So that's a mezzanine storage is obviously in the future. That would give me about 300 plus square feet of mezzanine storage, plus the 1,400 feet of floor storage. That's 1,700 feet. Plus I have planned to keep the old garage, which is about 600, and its second floor. So should be enough storage, and I have to tell myself to stop acquiring things so I don't have to keep building more storage. But anyway, that's the floor came out reasonably well. I thought about making it shiny, but that would involve a different type of coating. The coating that I put on here is a surface densifier and a waterproofer. So while this will be a place for a car, and there may be oil and grease that are spilled accidentally on the floor, I'm not going to be too concerned about it. I have absorptive material for oil spills. I can also put down, I have some very large cardboard sheets for catching the drips, etc. So in the future I may want to do something different with the floor, but for the near term, as I say, it's now sealed. The sealer is dry, and I can proceed to use the building. It's been inspected by the town, and right now it lacks electricity, but I have an extension cord capable of reaching in here. It's a heavy-duty cord, so if I need to power tools or radio or something like that, I can do that with an extension cord until I get electricity into the building. So that's the building, and the next time you see it, it's going to be full of some of my stuff, and maybe an old car as well. Anyway, that's it for now. We will see you in the next episode.